news. In fact, it's prehistoric. A fossil find described as the most significant of its kind in Nova Scotia in a generation. It's a bone from a mastodon unearthed at a gypsum quarry in Little Narrows, Cape Breton last week. CTV's Amanda Devison with exclusive details tonight.
So this particular bone tells us a couple of different things. We know from its shape that it's a tibia.
A tibia belonging to what is believed to be a mastodon that wasn't fully grown. Along with it, smaller bones and less complete pieces.
We're fairly confident that we're looking at least the longer bones are likely limb bones.
They were discovered about a week ago by two men working at a gypsum quarry in Little Narrows, Cape Breton. The bones of this prehistoric mammal could date back anywhere from 10,000 to 80,000 years.
We're extremely lucky to have these pieces.
Lawrence McNeil and Sandy McLeod were working 50 feet underground when they discovered a weird shape. They immediately called Department of Natural Resources, who handed it over to the Nova Scotia Museum.
Well, normally in mud you wouldn't see that, or in clay you wouldn't see something so perfectly round. So, right away I thought, well, obviously it's a bone of some kind.
It was pretty evident from the photos that we received early on that we were dealing with something that was quite significant. So it was very exciting.
The last significant mastodon find in Nova Scotia was of a juvenile mastodon discovered 22 years ago in East Milford. This was its upper jaw.
When you can take a whole species that you only know from a handful of examples and add another to that, then you're really increasing your knowledge of the species in the province.
Ogden says there are only about half a dozen records of mastodon findings in Nova Scotia, which includes a couple of teeth and two partial skeletons found at a gypsum quarry near Milford.
You don't find something like that every day. So when I met up with the excavator operator, Sandy McLeod, I showed it to him, and he said, is that what I think it is?
Ogden says she's thankful the workers who found the bones took appropriate action, and thanks to them, we have a rare piece of history.
And Kathy Ogden also says that the next step is to preserve the fossils so they won't deteriorate, and then more research will follow. She also doesn't believe more mastodon pieces will be found at the gypsum quarry. And as for when it will be on display to the public, that date is very far from being determined. Steve?
A lot of people look forward to that. Amanda, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
CTV's Amanda Devison tonight live from the Museum of Natural Science and Natural History in Halifax. The police are